Oh, oh, oh. Hi, chat. Hello. It's been a it's been a minute. It has been a minute. Can you guys hear me fine? Because, obviously it wouldn't be a Mala stream if my mic wasn't scuffed from the very start, even though I've tested it 3 times, but it's fine. How we doing today? And as always, gotta deal with the abysmal lag that I have because my Wi-Fi is crap, but Yo. Yo. Can you guys hear me? Gosh, it has been a while. Okay, cool. Yay. Awesome sauce. So yeah, it has been a hot minute. I've been good. I finished my last semester of, well, not last semester. I finished my last semester of junior year of college, which is kind of scary. So that was a thing. So now I just have senior year left, which is terrifying, as you know. Let me add this next song to the queue. There we go. Yeah, I've been working an internship over the summer. It's been going pretty well, but that's why I haven't been streaming, because I've been busy. But, yeah. Super excited to actually, get back and do art, because I've missed you guys! I've missed you! But yeah, as always, please let me know if you need me to turn, down my music volume or anything like that. So, yeah. I hope you guys are doing well. And, yeah, so we're gonna be drawing dragons today, as you can probably see by the dragon that is on your screen. So believe it or not, I started drawing this image, I think in, 2020 or something? Something ridiculous like that, yeah. And it was gonna be, this big project where I was gonna do, a fully, detailed background and everything, and then I just didn't work on it. For, a long-ass time. And I really want to finish it because I love the concept and I really need new stream assets, a starting soon screen, a new background for YouTube because I just kind of put up random pieces of art and I want something more official. So, this is what we're going to be working on today. So I haven't touched this piece in a long time. And so the files are probably all a little bit janky, but yeah, we're gonna try our best and we're gonna see how we go from here. Where's my pencil? There's my pencil. There we go. I love Other Side. This is such a good music disc. 10 out of 10 music disc. Alright. Yeah, this is probably going to be a bit of a shorter stream today, because I know that we normally go for, 5 hours or something ridiculous. Just because we have some, people coming over to my house today for a barbecue. I know. How thrilling! You can pretty much hear the sarcasm, dripping from my voice, but, it's fine. Oh my goodness, congrats! I just saw a message in chat that said that Paige has been enrolling college. You're going to an internship too. That's so cool. Congratulations. That's awesome. It's really, really hard to, score anything these days, so big wins, big wins. Aw, I missed you guys. But yeah, without further ado, I will stop stalling and actually get into this. There we go. Okay, so generally what I do now whenever I have an image with backgrounds is, what do we do? Is I start with the background first. So I sketch everything, I do base colors for everything, and then when I go in to do details, I start with the background first, because that way then I can match the shading of the character that I have to the background. So everyone does art differently, but, it's fine. Hey, do you know of this little thing called Bingus? Yes, I do. Bingus, my beloved. Wasn't that a meme from, 2020? Was it? It's been a minute since I've heard the name of Blessed Bingus, but, it's fine. Okay. Boop. Okay, gonna put this into this folder. There we go. Okay. I have downloaded so many brushes. I have downloaded so many grass brushes, and if any of you have been on my fan art Twitter for MCYT stuff, I recently posted a new zine piece for Hellenite's Event Horizon zine, and that's the first time I've done a background in a hot minute. So, and I basically went ham on a ton of grass brushes, and those are the same ones that I'm going to be using today. So, don't worry, senior year will go by quicker than you think. That's exactly what I'm worried about! It's not senior year that I'm worried about, it's what comes after senior year that I'm worried about. Adulting is scary. But we're not here to worry about adulting, are we, chat? We are here to draw dragons. Escapism, that's what this is. Okay. Which one do I want? We have tall grass. Nope, that's the wrong one. Which one do I have the blendy bits in? Grass texture. This is the blendy one. Okay. So I only need to shade up until about here. Okay. First off, we're just gonna go in with some basic grass textures. Ooh. They're actually pretty small, because this canvas is large. This is a very big canvas. So I recently learned how to actually, like, make brushes blend in CSP, Clip Studio Paint. And since then, I've been unstoppable. Watch. Welcome back, welcome back. Guys, we are in a virtual YouTube space. There is nowhere to flip, for I do not have a corporeal form. I am merely a voice that is floating on the wind. I just want my voice to do, like, loop loops or something, but, you know... Graduation, after graduation is hard, but I promise you got nothing to worry about. You're gonna do great. See, I hope so! Is optimism. Optimism. Okay, my dog is whining at my door. She literally just asked to go out. Hold on, chat. 1 second. Cool. My father figure was outside the window and wanted to tell me something, which is why I muted for a hot minute. There we go. Do a hydration. I can in fact do that because I have a lovely glass of dihydrogen monoxide right next to me. And for those of you who don't know what that is just water, so don't be afraid. Slurp. I have slurped. There we go. I have now hydrated. But yes, chat, you should also hydrate because it is hot today, especially if you, like... Well, I'm in California, that's no secret, and it's hot as hell, so drink. Definitely hydrate when it's, like, really, really hot out. Okay, Bells, I don't want to time you out, but you are getting pretty close to being a little spammy in chat, so please stop, because otherwise I will time you out. I don't want to have to do that, so I'm giving you a verbal warning first, but... don't make me bring out the spam belt. Ooh, Wisconsin, wow. Summers are way too hot and winters are so cold. I'm so sorry. You're good, Bells, you're good. Yeah. I know that people, like, most of the time never intentionally mean to, like, spam or anything like that, but I appreciate you listening. Thank you. Grass texture is happening. Aha. There it be. We're getting somewhere. don't even know what the weather's like, so I haven't been outside. I'm guessing it's raining because it's Britain. God, I've heard that it's been, like, pretty hot in the UK lately. I could be completely wrong, but, you know, gotta love global warming and all that fun stuff. Okay, I am reshuffling this playlist because I don't like the cue. Okay, that's just Temmie Village. That's more. Okay, this is a bop. Louisiana, it's burning here. Oh no, no AC. I'm so sorry. God, that's the worst. But yeah, everyone try to stay cool as much as you can because it's really, really hot. Go touch some grass. Okay, see, the thing is, Bells, is that I did go outside and I wore a ton of... I had on a ton of sunscreen and everything. Went out with some friends. And yet I still burnt to a heckin' crisp. So now, like... You guys really don't need to know this, but because I'm breaching the topic anyway, it's fine. I just shed an outer layer of skin like a lizard the other day. It was kind of an ethereal experience, but, you know, there we are. It's fine. That's what sunburn does to you. And yeah, I did use sunscreen, but, you know, the deadly laser in the sky just wanted to punish me, I guess. You can never win. I try to go outside and touch grass, and this is what the sun does to me. Whatever happened to Lemon Demon? Did Neil just pass away or something? I think, isn't he like married? Like, doesn't he have like a whole family and like a child or something? I'm pretty sure he does. Because I think like that might be, you know, taking up most of his time. Don't like the visual? Okay, well, this is a Mala stream, you get cursed content. What can I say? I'm sorry. Little human with snake eyes and just wiggles. Oh my god. Thought you knew the sun was a deadly laser? Okay, I did, and that's why I wore sunscreen. And apparently it wasn't enough, even though it was like really good sunscreen too. It was like SPF like 80 or something, which is like a lot. But you know, you can never win. You can never win. Grass. Okay. The only thing with Clip Studio Paint is I never know which blush... I keep saying blushes instead of brushes, and ugh. Okay, there we go. I never know which ones are my blendy ones and which ones are my normal ones. So I just kind of guess and hope for the best. Where are we going? This is... Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Okay. Because this line art is a little bit thick. It's a little thicky. Probably shouldn't have combined the layers like this yet, but you know, it's fine. And just bathe in a tub of sunscreen. Yeah, that sounds healthy. But yeah, so context and chat, we're talking about two things. We're talking about the fact that we're kind of astonished that Neil Cicerega has a whole ass, like, wife and kid. And also the fact that I got really badly sunburned. So those two things are related in some way. So that's what you missed if you joined the, if you joined a little bit late. Oh yeah, and we're drawing dragons. Undertale music, go burr. It indeed do. It sure do. Grass texture, go burr. Oh no, it's the lore music that we haven't heard in, like, months. Sag. I miss my boy. He's just stuck in the middle of the ocean, and he's just been there for months. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. And if you don't, then you don't need to know. It's fine. Congrats on making it to the stream. Not so much congrats on testing positive for the big C vid. Sorry, man. Aw, that sucks. I hope that, like, your symptoms aren't, like, too intense. I've had, like, a lot of friends get it recently, so I'm like, whoa, kind of wary. But yeah, I hope that if you are feeling symptoms, that they're very mild and that they go away soon. Because it sucks to have it. Oh, this is sad. I'm skipping it. There we go. Song that might play when you fight Sans. God, I love Toby Fox's, song titles. They're so good. They're so good. Oh yeah, happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month to all my, she, he's, theys, and gays, and everyone in between. By solidarity over here. You guys going to Pride? How are y'all celebrating Pride? I'm most likely going to be going to, like, an actual event for the first time in, like, well, ever, actually. So that should be fun. Grass go burr. Ah yes, nice meditative music. Ah yes, please respect everyone's pronouns in the chat. This is a respectful zone. If I see anyone disrespecting people's pronouns in the chat, or disrespecting people's identities in general, you will get booted. Bam! Yeah, my pronouns personally, like, I use she, her. I won't get at you if you use they, like, that's totally fine. But, you know, I identify as, you know, cis girl, so I use she, her. But yeah, so those are my pronouns. I've come out to your mother as demigirl, lesbian, ace, but I'm so terrified of my father. Ooh, good luck with that. I hope that the talk with your mom went well. Just show the programs in the description where a Psy commit to it using Clip HO. I think I recognize Clip Studio Paint. Oh yeah, so basically in the description, all of the programs that I use for art just across the board are listed. So like, when I first drew this original piece, because in the beginning of the stream I mentioned that I first drew this, or I started drawing it, like literally over a year ago. That was in Paint Tool SAI. And I have it open on a different tab, actually. But yeah, this program right here is Clip Studio Paint. So the stuff in the description is just all of the programs that I use. But I am currently using Clip Studio Paint. If you don't respect my pronouns, you will become a was word. Oh my god. Incredible. Pronouns are they, them. Awesome sauce. Trying out he, they. Cool, cool. It's always good to experiment. Because, like, even if you find that a set of pronouns or, like, a certain identity, like, just doesn't end up ringing with you, that's totally fine. It just means that, you know, you've explored a little bit and, you know, you've crossed something off the list. That's all. Just saw two of my campus friends run by screaming. One had a water gun and looked like they were ready to attack each other. I mean... that sounds like a good time. I don't know what you're saying. That sounds like a good time to me. Understand the meaning of it. Oh my god. I try to make you listen to me. I try to call you every day. I'm rehearsing what to say when the truth comes out. I've been working on a unified theory if I make it through tonight. I'm the right one. All my friends except 3 are all bisexual. Now that is a powerful friend group. That is a powerful friend group. You're the only lesbian, we have a pansexual, and then just your token straight. You just have your token straight person. I love that for you. Came out 3 years ago as trans. Yes! Congratulations. And good luck on the rest of the transition if you haven't finished yet. Don't hang up yet. I'm not done. I'm an expert. I'm the one. The one who was right all along. Better to be laughed at than wrong. I'm an expert in my field. UFology, yes, it's all real. Ancient aliens, it's all true. I'm an expert just like you, and like you, I'm a genius before my time. Disbelieving, now that's a real crime. Pretty soon they'll discover me in the Super Sargasso Sea. I try to call you every day, what can I say? I've been working on a unified theory. If I make it through tonight, everybody's gonna hear me out. Gosh. In your science class, there was a water gun fight. That sounds like a bomb-ass science class, man. That sounds fun. Is your dungeon master chasing one of your Oh, that's amazing. Well, I guess your dungeon master rolled higher on initiative. Came out this year on April Fool's. Universe sent out coming out messages at the same time. That's amazing. I mean, hey, that's a pretty, I guess, like, well, I was gonna say safe, but I don't know if I'd automatically guarantee that as safe. But, like, at least it gives you a backup to just say April Fools if people are like, maybe not. But yeah, as always, if you feel safe in your environment to come out, then good luck and please do that. But if you don't, then stay safe. Because I know that not everyone has, like, a supportive environment where they can do that safely. Pop off, yes. Able to muster up the courage to tell my friends and family I was by. Hey, congration, you done it. I'm never coming out. The closet is made of iron. But it's fine. Just be Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender and make the closet explode, and then it's fine. But yeah, it's totally fine to stay in the closet if you feel, like, more comfortable in there, especially if your environment isn't safe to come out. So, prioritize your safety. Gender dysmorphia is hard. This might not make you feel better, but just know that even when you're completely sure of your gender, you still have days when you doubt yourself. Yeah. Yeah, from some of my trans friends, I have heard that, and I know it can be a bit of a struggle, but know that you do have people that will support you. You're not going through these things alone. There's a lot of other people who've had similar experiences. You are now running from a dungeon master with a water gun. So how are you watching my stream and also running from your dungeon master with a water gun? I have questions. I have many questions. Oh, sad song. Well, technically not sad, it's more like hopeful, but like, you know. Okay, where is this? The Evergreen? No, that's not it. Flowers and Ivy? Is this it? I have so many brushes that I downloaded that I don't know where things are. Front grass. What are you? What are you? Front grass. No, that is not it. That is also not it. Apologies while I search for this one very particular brush. No. 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 Dang it. No. 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 Where is it? Okay, is it in my grass folder? It might not be in my grass folder. That's grass texture. That's the solid one. Soft, tall, wouldn't be in... Oh, it's in Flora. Okay. I was confused. There we go. Getting some good blends going. Grass, both my beloved and my beloathed. It's fun, but also like, at the same time. I really shouldn't have used black for this line art. I should have used like blue or something and, you know, been less ham about combining layers, but you know, it's fine. Talking as someone who gets in the strangest situations in D&D, it is so possible to run away from your DM with a water gun while watching your stream. You know, I just won't question that. Good luck with surviving your DM, I guess. And, I am so sorry for what you're probably gonna have to deal with during your next session. God, I just started D&D back up again last night, actually. I had to take a break for a long-ass time. Because of, like, internship and work and school and stuff. But now I'm back, and I'm really happy, because I love my group, and they're really fun, so... Your dog also caught an entire full-grown crow out of the air, and it was fine. Okay, well, I'm glad the crow's okay, but also, like, dang. Quick, Molish, give me a landscape to draw from my price sheet. Ooh! I'm always a sucker either for, like, forests where you have, like, dappled sunlight coming in, like, filtering in through it. Like, that's one of my favorite things. But if you don't want to do something like that, then I'd recommend maybe, like, a nice grassy meadow with some wildflowers. Those are my suggestions. One time I was outside sitting on a chair and an entire bee colony decided to get aggravated. Okay, did you, like, I don't know, somehow pick up the queen or something? Because I don't think bees just do that. I don't think they just do that out of thin air, just kind of randomly. To my knowledge. I mean, I don't know much about bees. But I don't think that's a normal thing for bees to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with this weird line art that I did in Psy. So I'm gonna deal with that later. Actually, I might do that right now. I might deal with that now. Yeah, okay, so what I'm gonna do, chat, is I'm going to copy this background, and then I'm going to paste it into Psy. This is what I did for the zine, if any of you guys have seen that piece that I posted a few days ago. Is I just constantly went back and forth between Clip Studio Paint and Psy. So let me just open up Psy real fast. Okay, let me go to my stream. There it is. Yeah, so now you guys can see Paint Tool Psy. Bam. Hi, Jasp. How you doing? Always love having a small chat. It's nice to get to know everyone. Yeah, I know, right? It's fun to actually be able to, like, respond to you guys. I have no idea, like, what would happen if, like, for some reason I somehow, like, I don't know, like, blew up or something in terms of, not literally, but in terms of, like, popularity or something, and then I suddenly got, like, a huge chat. Like, I don't know, I think on the one hand it would be cool, but on the other hand I would feel, like, sad, you know? Because it's like, I love being able to actually interact with you guys. The Ad Astrazine, yes! God, that was so much fun. I haven't put that much detail into, like, a piece of fan art in, like, a while. It was a very, very fun project to work on. Okay. Here's a weird thing. Is like there's some brushes that I have in Clip Studio Paint that are much better than Sai, and then there's some brushes that I have in Sai that are much better than in Clip Studio Paint, but because the programs are kind of weird and whack, I don't think I can like transfer those brushes in the same way because the settings are all different. So I just flip between programs. No, I'm so sorry your cat died from like a bee sting. That's awful. Rip. I'm so sorry. Wait, did my mic break? Hello? Oh wait, no. It looks like it's still picking up. Okay, cool. I'm so sorry. That's literally the worst. I wish I could offer more than just words of sympathy, but yeah, that is not good. By the way, for those of you who, like, kind of came in a little bit late, I promise we are drawing dragons. I'm just working on the background at the moment. Here is dragon, to fuel all of your dragon needs. It's me! Or I guess, like, my internet persona, I guess. So, there you go. Back to background. Beep, beep, beep. So I had to bathe all the dogs because one had a flea? No! Okay, well at least all of them are clean. There's that, I guess. They're all clean. Goes on a massive hunt to find you more good brushes on Clip. Yeah, I've been like doing searches for different brushes because it's like I use Clip Studio Paint mostly for like some background stuff now, but the program that still like holds my heart and the one that I do most of my drawings in is still Sai. So, like, I do all of my sketches in Sai, I do all of my line art in Sai. It's mostly just, like, effects and certain background things that I keep to Clip Studio Paint. So, just because, like, I've used Sai for years in Clip Studio Paint, I only got, like, I think, like, last year, maybe? So, I mean, yeah, I guess technically, like, my dragon character here, if you're like going by historical lore or something in terms of categorizing like drakes, dragons, worms, wyverns, all the rest of that, it is technically a drake because it has, you know, 4 legs, no wings. But I just kind of use the umbrella term of dragon, so she used to have wings when I first designed her, and then I was like, nah, because she's supposed to be like an abyssal sea dragon. Where? And I'm like, an abyssal sea dragon wouldn't really need wings unless you're talking about, like, manta ray wings, I guess? Which would be a kind of cool concept now that I think about it. So, because I was thinking about redesigning her anyway, because, like, literally no one knows how to draw her tail, and, like, I draw it differently every single time I'm, like, myself, so... Okay, the chaos is over, we survived. Our DM wanted revenge after we had a summer cookout on campus, and he got dunk tank? This sounds... Your life sounds like a TV show. Like a D&D themed TV show. That sounds fun. Make the tail a smiley face? What does that mean, though? Like, what does that actually mean? Gotta go? Okay, well thanks for coming to the stream for as long as you did. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for bearing with me while I draw grass. Or at least get rid of this really bad black line art, because this is back in the days when I used to make my line art for semi-realistic drawings black. For cel-shaded drawings, I do make my line art black, mostly, because it looks more cartoony that way. But ever since I started doing more like semi-realistic stuff, I've stopped doing black line art just because it's too harsh. You know? Just 2 floating dots and a curve attached to the tail. Yes, you've done that before. Good job. Yeah, I don't think I'll add that, but I thank you for the suggestion. I cannot English today. Okay, grass go burr. Was that a Vocaloid? I know that this is from the Homestuck soundtrack, but was that a was that a random Vocaloid bit? Or sample? I don't know music terms. I'm in choir, I should know this, but mixing, I don't know. I don't know things. Okay. We are nearly done with removing this weird line art that I did a year ago. I'll probably work on the rocks as well while I'm here, just because like there's again some brushes that I like inside that I have for that, so boop. Zoom out, see how this looks. Not too bad, could be better. We'll focus on more of the details later. See a dragon using the glowing lights them as a lure. Yep, that was exactly the design that I went with. Here, I can actually open up my reference sheet for her and describe her a little bit, considering we're here anyway. I mean, I need to give her an updated sheet, because it's been a minute. So yeah, this is her 2020 reference sheet. But yeah, so, the bioluminescence she does use as basically like an anglerfish, so, yeah. But yeah, if you couldn't tell, I really like things that glow blue. So I add that a lot into like a bunch of my different character designs. Basically just glowy things in general. I love bioluminescence just as a character design thing. So, but yeah, she's blue, she glows. That's pretty much like all you need to know about this character. She's blue and she glows. That's precisely why I wanted to draw her during kind of like a sunset kind of scene in order to get some contrast going with some nice, you know, pinks, purples, oranges, all that stuff. So that pretty much the only blue in the piece is going to be her. Okay, that's looking a bit better. Okay, I think my dog wants to come in. I will be right back, chat. The dog has entered the room.
Hi, puppy. Hi.
I think she's decided that she no longer wants to be in the room. You literally just asked to come in here. Do you want to leave? I think she wants to leave. Pardon me, chat. I've got to go and open the door yet again. She's confused by the fact that my door is closed, because normally it's open, but you know, it's fine. Excited to fully revamp Souls, your gecko's tank. Oh, I love geckos. I've always wanted a gecko. What kind of gecko? Is it a crested gecko? Is it a leopard gecko? Tell me more. I have so much patience if I were to draw this, give myself a 10-minute break for every strand of grass. I used to be like that with dragon scales, but I find it quite therapeutic, actually. I love drawing grass and hair because it's very flowy, if that makes sense. And I like the flow in art, I guess, drawing flowy things like grass, hair, and all that. I don't know, it's... cathartic is not the right word. But it feels like something I could do almost mindlessly. It's meditative, I guess, if that makes any sense. My dog, the breed is actually called a teddy bear. It's like a Bichon Shih Tzu mix. So, yeah, she's an old gal. She's very picky when it comes to food, but she's a darling. She sleeps most of the time now, but she does have her bouts of energy where she, like, runs around like a maniac. You have a leopard gecko? That's amazing. That's incredible. I love that. If I ever were to get a gecko, I cannot decide if I would want to get a leopard gecko or a crested gecko. Because crested geckos look like they have no thoughts behind those eyes, and I love them, and they look like little leaves, and they're so cute. But, like, those are the crested geckos. But then the leopard geckos, they're just... They look so cuddly. They're so, like, round. I love them. Saving up money for a frill dragon slash frill neck lizard. Oh, those are so cool. Are those different from the, what do you call them? I can't remember the names, but like, not water iguanas. Water dragons? I don't know my reptiles as well as I feel like I should, but, you know. Those are like the little dinos. Yeah. You're so cute. Oh, I just love lizards. They're so cute. We have like a bunch of the little ones with like the blue bellies in my backyard. I remember when I was like, okay, we're skipping the sad song. I can't believe it came on twice. There we go. Where was I? Oh yeah. When I was like much younger, I think my dad was using like the pressure washer outside or something, and he accidentally hit like one of the small little blue-bellied lizards that we have in our backyard, and it was wounded, and so we actually like took it in and took care of it until it healed, and then like re-released it, and it was fine. So yeah. I remember that. Oh, Chinese water dragons. That's it. That's it. That's what I'm thinking about, I think. This is a Lemon Demon bop that I feel like that people don't appreciate as much. There's a lot of random Lemon Demon songs that people just haven't heard of. Cause like a lot of people only listen to Spirit Phone, and I'm like, yeah, Spirit Phone is such a banger of an album, but there's also like Dinosaur Orchestra, which is just really good. I went to California for vacation and saw those guys. Yeah, they're so cute. They're everywhere. I have no idea like what they're actually called, so I've just been. I think they're called blue-bellied lizards, but I could be wrong. They are lizards that happen to have blue on their bellies, so, you know, I'm gonna trust the scientists made a very educated decision and just called them blue-bellied lizards. And to make everyone's lives easier. Jaws, yeah. Jaws is a good song. We have no lizards in Wisconsin, just to guard your sake every few millennium. No! Okay, well, at least you have some, like, I guess, little danger noodles that aren't so dangerous, but, you know, take what you can get. Gonna put in some very light shadows here that I can blend out later. I really shouldn't have combined these layers yet, but you know, I'm dealing with my mistakes now, and I will learn from them in the future. Wild lizards in California? Wild lizards. The blue-bellied ones. Because to my knowledge, I don't think like those ones are normally sold as pets or anything like that. I've never seen them in pet stores. Wait, which one is this? Oh my god, it's Phil's one. I have to skip it just because I'm pretty sure it's gonna get copyright claimed, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it was Phil's opening one. It's such a jam, but I don't wanna get struck by the copyright gods. Dear deer, fox, and turkeys. Ooh. God, we have, like a giant flock of turkeys that live in my neighborhood, and they just kind of congregate sometimes in the field that's, like, above my house, because my house is kind of on a hill. And one time during quarantine, they were just all kind of standing there in a perfect circle, like, screaming at each other, and so I nicknamed them the Council, because they looked like they were trying to discuss some important matters, and it looks like they weren't really getting anywhere. So yeah, the council reconvenes, like, a couple times a year, where they just circle up and scream at each other. And yeah, so those are the turkeys in my neighborhood. They are bluebellies, haha! I'm a genius. Yay, Other Side, we've already played it once, but I'm not skipping it because Other Side is a banger, and it's such a good disc. Okay, so I know this looks really rough right now, but don't worry, we'll get to blending soon. If this was on Twitch, I would tell everyone to cat jam, but it's not on Twitch, it's just on YouTube, so we're cat jamming in our hearts. Most pet stores just abuse reptiles such as amphibians or anything that isn't a cat or dog. Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, like, one of the reasons why I haven't gotten, like, a reptile is because, like, I know that I haven't taught myself enough about them to be able to care for them well, and I know that, like, you know, if I wanted to get, like, any other pet, of course I'd want to make sure that I research it properly first. So, there's no way I'm gonna get any kind of new animal until I'm certain that I would be able to give it a good life. I have a duck park and some guy dropped off 2 turkeys. It freaked everyone out because we don't have turkeys. Oh! Gosh. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. We be drawing backgrounds. Speaking of Twitch, even though I just mentioned that like a few minutes ago, I'm thinking of like trying out Twitch again. But the thing is like, as you guys very well know, I don't really stream that often, and I want the VODs of everything that I do to still be up and available for the people that miss the streams if they want to see them. And I know that Twitch, like, deletes VODs after a while, and I know, like, I could technically just record them and upload them, but I've tried that beforehand, when I tested out streaming on Twitch, and for some reason YouTube was just like, nah, you can't do that. Can't upload that. Sorry. It's like the file got corrupted or something, and it was like, meh. So, I think I'm just gonna stick to YouTube for now, at least until, like, I start, streaming more regularly, and obviously, like, because of how busy I am with stuff, I can't promise that that's going to be a consistent thing, or, like, give a date for when that will be, but I would like to just do more frequent streams if I can, so I'm definitely gonna try to do more this summer. There we go. Welcome back, welcome back. Excuse me. That's partner make 8 full-grown leopard geckos in less than a 10-gallon tank. Ooh. Yikes. And it's like, look, I know I haven't done much research on, like, reptiles and stuff like that, but even I know that, like, that many animals in that small a space is just not good. It's not humane. Speaking of, like, a lot of animals in a small space, have you guys seen, like, the ecological disaster that's unfolding on TikTok? Where this guy, like, took a bunch of, like, frog spawn, pretty much, and put it into, like, a tiny-ass pond. It was, like, millions of frog eggs, and now there's just frogs everywhere in this guy's neighborhood. Like, that's, like, eco-terrorism. Because, like, all those frogs are gonna die, and they're gonna get into everyone's, like, piping, and, like, how did he not think ahead? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea where this guy lives. But, like, this is a full-on ecological disaster. Like, if you search up, like, frog army or something like that on TikTok. You'll find the videos. They are horrific. There's like literally millions of frogs. It's not good. Like, this guy thinks it's funny. He's treating it as a joke, but it's like, this is literally millions of frogs that are all just going to die and ruin the local ecosystem. It's ridiculous. Saw a flock of bluebirds in the same cage and it was crabbed. Ooh, no. No. I think, like, especially birds, you gotta give, like, a really, really big cage. I mean, like, any animal, you gotta give them enough space. But, I mean, I feel like especially birds. Oh, this song is so good. We gon' jam to Ancient Aliens. Strange things happen for no reason. That's all I know. Mine's a cave so dark. No moon, no stars, no sound, just hearts. Some of them edible, some of them mean. That's all I know. Don't get why you get pets and don't care for them. Like, they're a lifeline. Why would you give false hope to an animal? Exactly! Like, these are actual living beings. It's like, one of the things that makes me so sad are those, like, carnival goldfish that people get, where they keep them in, like, these tiny-ass plastic bags, and then they die in, like, a week. Or less than that, in, like, a couple days. And it's like, it's horrific. It's literally animal abuse. Like, just because some of these creatures don't necessarily have, like, big puppy dog eyes or something like that, doesn't mean that, like, when you hurt and abuse them like that, that they aren't feeling pain or, you know, it's literally animal abuse. You can abuse a fish, and people do it all the time. Your voice is so beautiful, please don't take it to be right. Aw, thank you! I appreciate that. This song is a banger. We're gonna have fish at Walmart? Walmart's not a pet store, it's Walmart! It's Walmart! Gosh. Beta fish are just, ugh. They're so often abused. And they're like put in like tiny little cups? Like what? His friend keeps going to reptile shows and buying reptiles just to mistreat them? What? That's literally the worst. Like, if your pets keep dying, that's not the fault of the pets, that's the fault of you! God. A few carnival fish that actually live 2 years, damn. Oh, but yeah, I mean, it's just awful the way that, like, they're bred and raised. It's just, it's really bad. Okay. Here we go. We're nearly done with the super rough base shadows. Then we're gonna go in and add a few more colors and start some blending. Because as you can see, this background is just very roughly blocked out. There we go. Okay. Okay, now to make some of these a little bit more dramatic, because these rocks are big and behind a wall, or they are the wall. There we go. Can I put an Easter egg of your OC in your price sheet? I mean, if you want to. As long as people don't confuse you for me. And people market items are great for our pet, which actually end up killing them. Yeah! You're going to replace animals in zoos with robot animals, release the animals back into the wild. I don't know if they're going to release them back into the wild, because, like, you know, a lot of these animals that have actually been, like, bred in captivity, or at least, like, lived their whole lives in captivity, like, they will not survive in the wild. That's just, they can't, if they're, like, fully grown adults. Who just live their whole lives just in captivity as, you know, to humans. But I have heard that some places, especially aquariums, will be replacing, like, the real animals with, like, animatronics. And, like, all those, like, live, like, dolphin shows and stuff. So, I have seen, like, demonstrations and stuff of that, which I think will be really, really cool. Because, like, keeping dolphins and whales and stuff like that in captivity, I mean, that's just awful. I mean, we've known about that for a very long time, but, you know. Seen the robotic dolphins? Yeah. They're very realistic, it's scary, but yep. Yep. It's pretty cool. Robotics coming in clutch once again. Okay. We are slowly getting somewhere. Alright. Gonna combine those layers. Add a bit more of this. I love, like, putting just a whole bunch of random colors into rocks now. That's, like, one of my favorite random things to do when it comes to environments, is just painting rocks in, like, weird colors. Color theory is whack, yo, because this looks like blue, right? But it's not. It's full on not. Color theory, go burr. Always wanted to go to SeaWorld when you were little, but age up and saw how SeaWorld treated dolphins and orcas. Yeah. God, there was, like, a game for the Nintendo DS that I played years ago. And it wasn't even the 3DS or anything. It was, like, the normal, like, first regular DS. Never actually had a 3DS. Where you... I can't even remember the name of the game, but... it was something to do with SeaWorld, but, like, you played as, like, Shamu, I think? You actually played as Shamu, but, like, you went on this adventure, and you broke out of, and you played as an orca. You escaped from, like, the facility that you were in, and then you went and like hunted down aliens or something. I can't remember for the life of me what it was called, but like I played that game non-stop, and you had like superpowers and like could jump wildly around. It was a whack game, but it was fun. And of course had the whole like environmental message of like, don't put dolphins and whales in captivity because that's bad, and animal abuse. If the animals replace robots, people becoming mechanics would skyrocket. I mean, like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like, imagine putting that on your resume, where it's like you major in robotics, but like you work at the Monterey Bay Aquarium or something. Like, that's so cool. I mean, like, you have to do that anyway for like. I mean, there's a lot of robotics involved practically everywhere you go now, which I think is cool. But it's a whole new field. It's just animatronic animals. I'm not gonna mention. Nope. I'm gonna keep my lips sealed. I was gonna say a thing, and nope. Nope. There we go. The game called Dolphin Show. I don't think I ever played that game. No. God, I'm trying to remember the name of that game that I was just describing, where you like played as an orca, and it was like, it was so. It left like such a big, like, it's like a core memory for me. I don't know why. There we go. Do I know where the light source is? The answer is no. I'm just putting funky colors in random places and hoping that it ends up looking okay. That's literally how I do like 99% of my backgrounds, is I just put colors randomly in places and I just hope for the best. Dolphin Show 24/7, oh my god. I love how we're just talking about, like, obscure games that we remember from when we were young now. Does anyone remember Nanosaur? That was a game where you played as, like, a pterodactyl with a jetpack. Kind of redundant, I know. And you literally went through a time loop. You went through, like, a wormhole to go and rescue, like, dinosaur eggs. And there were, like... It was the most whack concept for a game that I've ever seen in my life. But you literally played as a dinosaur with a jetpack. And like, it was, for the time, the graphics were actually really good. It was, the graphics were actually really good. For like, it was like early 2000s, I'm pretty sure. And it was a game that, like, I remember playing it on my mom's Mac computer for, like, hours. Wow. That unlocked a memory that I forgot I had. Yeah, look up, like, Nanosaur. Like, Nana is in, like, you know, like, taking care of babies kind of Nana. But yeah, you literally just play as a pterodactyl with a jetpack and go through wormholes. It's so bizarre. Wizard 101! Yes! Oh my god. I remember I was never, like, obsessed with those games, but I did try them out a little bit, I remember. Got the DS game that, like, I played mostly. Like, the first DS game I ever got was Nintendogs. Of course. Of course. But it was, for me, my number one game was Spyro Shadow Legacy. And it had, like, a really poor, like, review on, from, like, game review sites and stuff like that. But that was my childhood, was Spyro Shadow Legacy. That's kind of, like, what first got me into dragons, aside from, like, the Dragonology books and all that. And it was, like, that was the shit. It was so good. Also, like, the soundtrack still haunts me. Like, sometimes, like, I heard the like the Shadow Realm theme song pop up like a while ago, and God, that scared me. Because I remember when I first played Spyro Shadow Legacy, and like you first like went into the Shadow Realm, and like everything turned like super dark, like color scheme wise, and all of like the main NPCs that you had made friends with and everything were just gone. Because you started the game at literally like a beach, right? You were going to like a beach party. And it was all sunny and everything, and then suddenly everything just goes like black, and then just no one you recognize is there, and it's just filled with monsters. And like that terrified me as a kid. I remember like I actually wasn't able to complete like the first few quests until I like mustered up the courage to actually go back into the Shadow Realm when I first got that game. That was fun. Fond memories. Anyone watch Dinosaur King? I don't think so. The Isle? Oh my god. I haven't played The Isle, but I have some friends who have, and I've heard that it's a good game, but I heard that there was like some stuff that went down with like developers or something. I don't know if there was like dev drama or something. But yeah, I've seen like little clips and stuff of The Isle. It sounds like fun. I know that like Roblox has kind of taken off in the past like 5 years or so. I've never played Roblox myself, but I would have played the crap out of that when I was younger with all like the sandboxy type stuff that it has going on. What? Wooble dogs? I don't think I know this. The Isle made a lot of updates like nest building. Ooh. Gosh, I haven't played video games in a hot minute. So again, like really the only one that I have touched recently at all was Guild Wars 2, and that's because of the new expansion that came out. I still have yet to finish the story for that. I'm only on like the second map, I think. So yeah, mostly whenever I have free time now, I spend it on drawing and stuff as opposed to video games. Wolf Quest! I remember Wolf Quest. Did anyone play... Okay, this is gonna out me a little bit. Did anyone play Feral Heart? When that was, like, huge? I had a huge, like, Feral Heart phase. What was that? Was that the name of it? Feral Heart? I'm pretty sure it was. Wooble dogs are weird little creatures that go into cocoons, lay eggs, and explode when they die. Oh my god. That's so much. I love it. Everyone's saying yes to the Feral Heart streams. I love when I can tell like how badly my streams lag is when everyone starts responding to something I say like 40 seconds after I say it. There's a second one? Bitch, what? What? There's a second one? That's whack. I kind of want to check it out just to see what's up. It's been years, man. And, like, of course I made edgy wolf OCs. Because, like, what else were you gonna do on Feral Heart? Not make an edgy wolf OC? Leoden. I did not. I don't think I recognized that title, actually. Wasn't there a game called, like, Amazing Title or something like that? That was supposed to be like Feral Heart or something? It was, like, Awesome Title or... Something Title. Whereas the title itself was ironic. It was like... Was it literally called Amazing Title? But it was supposed to be like Feral Heart, I'm pretty sure, but you could play as, like, things other than wolves and lions. Anyway, that was a whole phase of, like, people making, like, rainbow-colored animal OCs, online and everything. Well, I mean, it's not a phase, people still do that, still do that now, obviously. But, where, like, all the graphics were, like, really bad, and, like, but everyone was, like, having fun anyway, and there was drama happening in the chats all the time. That was such a time. Wow. Memories. God, I'm trying to remember of, like, any other weird, like... Impressive title! That's it! That's it! That's it. I knew it was something title, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was. It was impressive title. But yeah, Wolf Quest was one. There was like one website where you could go and play as different kinds of birds, I think. Gosh, I remember going on to Feral Heart and like there was like the custom map builder place, I think. And I was like trying to build like Pride Rock, I think, for the longest time. God, that was a memory. Made a goose on Feral. Amazing. I think there's like another new kind of thing like that. That's come out relatively recently called, like, Adapt? I think it's called? Where, like, you have, like, little, like, cat-like things and, like, little noodle dragons and stuff that you can fully customize, like Feral Heart. I think it's called Adapt. I saw, like, a trailer for it, like, last year, I think. I haven't played it, but I know it's a thing that apparently exists, so... It sure is out there. Okay, rocks are coming along. Spore! Oh my god. I lived on Spore when I was younger. That was my shit. Spore was such a good game. God, I miss Spore. Did you guys play the, what was it, like the galactic version of Spore where you could, like, create adventure games and stuff? Where you could actually, like, create NPCs and whole storylines and, like, escort quests and buildings and, like... Remember that? Was it called, like, Spore Adventure Creator or something like that? I spent so long on that. Story Creator? I don't know. But yeah, Spore was great. Shelters 2. I don't think I've heard of that. This is all just unlocking sleeper memories. Song slaps. Zoo Tycoon 2. Oh my god. Everyone's just getting all these, like, memories unlocked. That's funny. I think it's kind of, like, it's an easy way to tell how old someone is based on, like, if you list out certain games that were fundamental to their childhood, and then you can just tell. Hybrid app game long ago was Genetic hybrid game. God, I remember when I was younger, like, I would spend hours on the App Store trying to find, like, simulator games. Like Dragon Simulator, like Wolf Simulator, and all. There's, like, a ton of actually good ones now, but there used to be, like, none when I was actually interested in playing them. But I'm glad that they're out there now for people that, like, actually want to play them. Yeah, one of the games that I played a lot when I was younger, which was my first MMO that I ever played before I started playing World of Warcraft, which I no longer play, but anyway, was Istaria. And that's actually how I started my YouTube channel, was by creating Istaria videos, and I used Bandicam to record my screen. And I would post like random spoof videos and like random videos of like there's this huge quest line that you can do in Istoria because you can play as a dragon, right? You start off as a hatchling, and then like you can grow to be like an adult once you reach like a certain level. But the thing is you don't just automatically grow to an adult. You have to undergo this huge quest line, which can take literally days or even weeks to finish because of all like the crafting and stuff you have to do, especially depending on what faction you choose. And then you could finally like do this thing called like ascension, where you ascend to an adult. You like grow up, and it's I love that game. It holds such a place in my heart. And I keep thinking about like returning to it sometimes because like even though the graphics are like they haven't held up well because the game itself is like ancient, older than World of Warcraft by like a lot. It's still like I think it still has a community that's still is going strong. It's a small community, but apparently it's a pretty passionate one, which is nice. It's nice to hear. Animal Jam, gosh. I don't think I ever played that. Did anyone play Spore Hero on the Wii? That was a time. There's a Shelter 3. Gosh, there's so many games. There's so many of them. Oh my god, wait, Gmod and Minecraft stuff? Oh my god, I never played Gary's mod, but I used to follow a ton of channels that, like, made random spoof videos and comedy things in Gary's mod. I can't remember, like, any of their names now, like the YouTube channel names, but I followed so many of them. Like, I followed so many, like, machinima channels, especially for World of Warcraft when I was really into that. Like, honestly, one of my biggest channel inspirations for, like, a long-ass time, and I would watch his videos on repeat, was this guy called Oxhorn, who did, like, World of Warcraft spoof video things, and, like, had, like, all these, like, Torn characters and stuff. God. I actually had his videos, like, downloaded at one point, and, like, for nostalgia's sake, I went back and rewatched a couple the other day, and it was like, wow, I can't believe I was, like, obsessed with this when I was younger, but, like, it did. I was. The Wii, yeah. Yeah. God, I would play Wii Sports Resort, and only, like, the island exploration one with the planes. I would just play that on my own for, like, hours, and then whenever I would play, like, with a group of people, it would always be, like, the sword one. You would, like, go up a mountain and, like, shake the Wii remote, like, really spastically and just try to knock people off a bridge. Ah, fond memories. This stream has just been one huge, like, nostalgia fest, pretty much. I'm sorry that we haven't done much work on the actual dragon stuff. I know it's been mostly environmental stuff, but I promise you we will get there. Wobble dogs, oh my god. Oh my god. Did anyone, so like, I had a phase when I was younger where I would play like a ton of, like, do you have games on your phone? I'd play a ton of, games on my iPhone, and the two games which I played by far the most were Puzzle and Dragons and Dragon Veil. I played them so much. God, I had like a ton of like really, really rare dragons at the time in Dragon Veil. Like I had like the one that like you could actually use to like turn back time or like fast forward time. I had like a ton of like the gem dragons and like some of the super rare like like event ones. God. But yeah, Dragonvale was like, that was my life when I was younger. I played it every single day for a while. My island was like really good for the longest time. And then of course, like, as I kind of grew up, I stopped. Kronos! Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I had him. And I had like all of like the rare gemstone dragons and stuff that I spent hours trying to breed. They were like the, they were like fancy space dragons, like the sun and moon dragon and like the eclipse dragons and stuff. Like, I had all of them. But then of course, like, I stopped playing, and so now like my island is like worthless. But yeah, Dragonvale was awesome. And then yeah, I played Puzzle and Dragons for quite a while. That was like one of those like matching games. And like I collected like a ton of things and did all the daily polls and everything. God, I remember that. Dragon City, I didn't play that as much. I had it downloaded, but no, I was mostly I was a Dragonvale girl. I mean, they were pretty much the same concept, but they just had different dragons. Different art style, pretty much, but basically the same concept. Yeah, I was definitely a Dragonvale person. I didn't really play, like, any other, of those, like, you know, breed and wait kind of games. It was just Dragonvale for me. I did play, what was it, like, Temple Run and, like, Jetpack Joyride and stuff, all of those. Oh my god, the cursed, Dragon City skins do not remind me that those exist. They are so... That's so bad. You still play Dragon City? Good for you, honestly. If it brings you joy, that's what matters. God, I haven't played an iPhone game in a very long time. I think like one of the last ones that I played was it was that game where you like shoot like these marbles through glass walls and it keeps getting faster. I think it was called like Smash Hit or something like that. It got like really hard pretty quickly. That was fun. Sometimes you still peek in on your Dragonvale Island. Oh my god. I kind of want to like re-download it and like see just see things. I mean, this is a Christmas song, but it's Lemon Demon, so I'll let it slide. You're gonna check it right now? Sweet. Do you have Kronos? I remember that took me, like, ages to get. Because, like, each of, like, the little fragment pieces that you had to go and send your dragons out to go and collect, like... Those were hard. We do not talk about the cursed Dragon City skins. Just Dance? Oh god. I never liked Just Dance, with the one exception of Rasputin. That was it. The one Just Dance song that I would willingly get up and do was Rasputin. That was it. I am not a dancer. I do not enjoy dancing, with the exception of, like, very small musical theater things. I am an actress and a singer, not a dancer. Yeah, the only Just Dance thing that I would absolutely bust a move to was Rasputin. Why is there a dragon with a top hat? Okay. Allow him to be dapper. He can be a dapper gentleman. He's just trying to be a little dapper lad. Let him be. the dragons look like they were from a stupid kid show. Oh no! Rip. But yes, Rasputin was the best Just Dance song. Tetris, oh my god. God, what's the thing that like a lot of people do in VR now? Beat Saber? Is that it? I've seen like a few videos of people trying to do like Rush E and stuff. God. Oh hey Fenna, what's up? Welcome to the stream. It's chaos as usual. We're attempting to draw backgrounds. By we, I mean I. Ah. Oh yeah, we've also just been talking about a bunch of old games that we used to play when we were younger. There's a new How to Train Your Dragon show. Haven't there been like 5 or something like that? Beat Saber. Gosh, I've only tried virtual reality once, and that was when I went to a friend's house, and they had like... It was one of those like cinematic experiences where you would like go down to the bottom of the ocean and be like eaten by a shark or something like that. All the FNAF games, no. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about the new How to Train Your Dragon shows. It's kind of sad. Just listen to the sweet, sweet sound of Toby Fox, and everything will be okay. We don't have to worry about the sad How to Train Your Dragon shows. Okay, that's one of the things that I just hate, is when companies just milk everything for what they're worth. Like, How to Train Your Dragon owned my heart for so long, but like, they needed to stop. They needed to just stop. Mosh would have the prettiest dragon in any Dragon Collection game. Literally, just make it blue and sparkly, and that's all you need. Okay, the fact that I now know that you've played the Legend of Spyro series makes my entire life. That's amazing. The Legend of Spyro series was my shit. I played Dawn of the Dragon so much. I've played all of the games. I played, what was it? I played A New Beginning on the DS. I played Eternal Night on the Wii. And I played Dawn of the Dragon both on DS and on the Wii. And that was like another thing that really got me into dragons. How to Train Your Dragon is what got you into 3D animation? Yo! That's really cool. I love hearing, like, people's primary inspirations for, like, why they started doing what they do for, like, art and stuff like that. It's really cool. You replayed them recently? Oh, that's great. God, I remember that I never actually finished the Eternal Night because I could never get past the Chronicler's Cave for some reason. Like, I could never get past that. Like, I obviously know what happens. I've watched all the cutscenes and full playthroughs and everything, but yeah. Has anyone watched The Witcher or the 100? I haven't seen the 100. I have seen the first season of The Witcher and about half of the second season, but I need to get back to watching that because I'm currently watching Breaking Bad with my dad because I haven't seen Breaking Bad like when it first came out, and somehow I've managed to avoid spoilers all these years, and I know that it's such a good series, and it's like I'm on season 2 now, I think. But yeah, it's so good. I can see it definitely deserves the hype that it had. It still has, I guess. But yeah, the Spyro series, the Legend of Spyro series, that was my life. The Owl House! Oh, I've heard so many good things. I haven't seen it yet, but I need to. Gosh, again, yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about the Owl House. I've seen a lot of fan art for it, especially on my fan art account. The Last Guardian. God, I never played it myself, but I've seen multiple playthroughs of it, That's one of the games where I just cried my eyes out at the ending. Like, I full-on bawled at the ending, sobbing. Such a good game. Ooh, the 100 is post-apocalyptic. I might have to check that out. But yeah, I really don't like it when showrunners or video game developers or something just try to keep things running way past when they should have ended. I mean, that's what happened with Supernatural, right? Like, it should have ended season 5, and that was it. It would have been a good ending, it would have been cool, and then they're like, nope, let's do this for 10 more seasons! 10! Have I seen Arcane? Have I seen Arcane? Of course I've seen Arcane! I'm an animation nerd, even though I don't animate myself. And it has... everyone's hot in Arcane. Of course I've seen Arcane. I've cosplayed Arcane. I think, like, if you actually go into my community tab, like, I've posted a photo of my Vi cosplay. Money, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know that, like, showrunners and stuff continue to milk their shows for all they're worth because of money, but it's sad. They just kind of ruin it, you know? God, I'm so excited for season 2 of Arcane. So excited. Literally, I don't care if I have to wait, like, a ton of years for it to come out. Like, I want them to do it justice. I do not mind waiting. Same thing with, like, the Lord of the Rings TV show. Like, I have my doubts, but I also have my hopes because I know that, like, the people that are running that show actually do genuinely really care about the Lord of the Rings. So, I'm allowing myself to get my hopes up, and I hope that they do not rush it. I cosplayed Vi. My hair is currently pink, so I'm like, why not? But yeah, I love Arcane. It's so good. I mean, because I started watching it because I love the animation studio. Fortiche, I think is how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. If I said what I think of Arcane, I'd be assassinated by Twitter. No! Why? Is it the story or the animation that you're, like, iffy about? I'm curious, because, like, I've literally heard nothing but raving reviews from literally everybody, so I'm kind of curious to hear what you think. Because, like, I first started watching it because I really wanted to see the animation. Like, I honestly didn't care if the writing was going to be bad, but I thought the writing was good, so... Aw, thank you! Glad you like my cosplay. Yeah, I really need to get a haircut soon, because, like, it's becoming a little bit unmanageable. But yeah, one of my friends on a whim just dyed my hair pink, like, a little over a week ago, so I'm like, you know what? Time to go and thrift some stuff for a Vi cosplay. Animation's amazing, story is something. Yeah, no, I can see that. I feel like, for me, I think that the story improves as it goes along. Like, I thought the first 3 episodes were, like, kind of predictable and, like, eh. But I thought that the story began to get a lot better as it went along. And I am genuinely really excited to see where they take it in the future. It's definitely not perfect, but it's a lot better than I was expecting for, like, another, like, screen adaptation of something from a video game, you know? Also, the soundtrack slaps, so there's that. But quite frankly, again, even if the story of Arcane, like, even if I thought it was really, really bad, I would still continue watching it just for the animation alone. Is anyone else excited for Spider-Verse 2? Just because we're on the topic of really cool animation. God, I have a poster of the first Spider-Verse just in my room, and I just look at it sometimes, and I'm like, such a good movie. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh my god. I never watched it myself, but I've seen like a bunch of clips, and I know that it is really funny. I had a bunch of friends that watched it. Feels way too good for League. Yeah. God, I remember having a conversation with some friends after watching Arcane, and I said that I really want them to make a game based off of Arcane that isn't League of Legends. Like a full-on story-based game, you know? That's not League of Legends. Because quite frankly, I do not care about League of Legends. But I love the art of League of Legends. I love the concept art. And, of course, like, the cinematics and stuff I've been following for a very long time. But the actual game, I do not care about. So, like, I enjoyed Hamilton. Like, I watched the video on Disney Plus of it. But it's not my favorite musical. I think it's a good musical, certainly. But it's not my favorite. Story's the only thing that matters to you, which is annoying because so many things look amazing, but can't enjoy them. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I definitely agree. I feel like story is, like, such an important thing, and we're missing good writing. It's been a very long time since, like, something has been consistently good from start to finish. And that's why I want to rewatch Gravity Falls, because that was brilliant, in my humble opinion. And, like, Gravity Falls did the thing that a bunch of other, like, showrunners and stuff just don't do nowadays, which is they knew exactly, Alex Hirsch knew exactly what story he wanted to tell, he told it, and then he stopped after 2 seasons because the story ended there and he didn't want to continue it and milk it for all it was worth, even though it was very popular. And, like, that's how you should do it. It was a fantastic show that ended fantastically. And, like, it wasn't just milked. And that's why I was a little bit scared to hear that there's going to be yet another season of Stranger Things, because I love Stranger Things. I like the writing in it. I like the story. I love the aesthetic. But, like, I don't know. I am a little nervous to hear that there is yet another season, because I feel like they should let it go. Like, I don't want them to, like, pull a Game of Thrones and, like, screw up the writing at the very end, you know? The Obi-Wan show? Oh my god. I haven't watched anything on Disney Plus, because, like, in the past, like, year or so, because the only reason why I first got Disney Plus was to watch Gravity Falls. That's it. That is it. Oh my gosh, the man who doesn't like musicals. Okay, Star Kid, the off-Broadway, like, musical company, I love them so much. So much. God, Twisted is my favorite musical, and it's by Star Kid. It's off-Broadway. It's absolutely brilliant. The songs are great. The writing is incredible. Acting's just hilarious. But yeah, I would... Oh, also, on the topic of Game of Thrones, I would highly recommend watching Game of Thrones, but stop at season 7. Like, just don't bother with season 8. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Because Game of Thrones is so good until, like, the last season and a half, where it just goes off the rails and character development is just completely undone. And I'm not going to go on a rant because otherwise I will be ranting about it for, like, ever. But yes, back to Twisted. Twisted is my favorite musical. It's so good. Just any Star Kid musical is just brilliant. The writing is excellent. The humor really hits. The parts where it's not funny really, really hit. It's just really good. Oliver Twist. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Game of Thrones just falls flat on its face at the end, and it makes me so sad because, like, the actors poured so much of themselves into those roles only to have them be butchered by the writers, and it's just... Ugh. I mean, don't get me wrong, the soundtrack still slaps, the visuals are amazing, but the story at the end is just... Ugh. Ruby! God, I was obsessed with Ruby. I'm still keeping up with it. because, like, it was such a huge part of my life, and I'm like, I guess I'm in it for the ride now. But yeah, RWBY, the writing in that is appalling, and it's because they never really had a plan in the first place. They literally just had an aesthetic and then just went off of that. That's the problem with RWBY. It was bad. It was really bad. But yeah, I'm still trying to keep up with RWBY because mostly out of nostalgia reasons, not because I think it's good. RWBY is actually really bad, the writing. It's god-awful, but I still watch it anyway for nostalgia purposes. Seen some clips from Game of Thrones and the dragon. Yes, the dragon designs are so good. Very iconic. RWBY volumes 1 through 3. Yep. Because I'm pretty sure that those are the only ones that Monty was still there for. Like, the guy who originally created it. Because then he unfortunately passed away, I think, and then it was after that like, different people took over, like, the writing and stuff, and then it just got really bad. So, which is sad. But I heard that there's, like, a new anime of it, like a proper, actual, like, Japanese anime version of it coming out that's, like, retconning a ton of stuff. I recommend watching RWBY for the soundtrack and for the cool fight scenes in seasons 1 through 3. Don't bother with the rest of it, honestly. Or, even better, just look up a compilation of good RWBY fight scenes. That's all you need. That's literally all you need. Sing 2. I've seen the first Sing. I haven't seen the second one. I thought the first one was, like, decent. You know, wholesome story, I guess, but it wasn't, you know, super groundbreaking or anything like that. Beastars! I love Beastars. The writing is... It sure is writing, but, like, it's Beastars. Of course I've seen Beastars. I keep forgetting that Beastars is a thing, and then every so often I'll see fan art of it pop up on my feed, and I'm like, ah yes, Beastars. There was an anime called, Brand New Animal that came out, like, a while ago, and I genuinely really enjoyed it. Like, it had a good first season, and then, like, did Netflix, like, cancel it or something? Because I haven't heard anything about it in, like, a hot minute, and it's been so long. Also, the Dragon Prince, what happened to that? Because didn't Netflix, like, approve it for, like, the whole, like, volume, or, like, for as many volumes as they, like, needed or something like that? Where is the Dragon Prince? It's been, like, years. Gosh, now we're just complaining about TV shows that we either really enjoy or, like, used to enjoy. I love how this chat is just... I love these topics of conversation. Beastars is one of the shows I've ever seen. Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. So they think Beastars is bad, it's just not really a cup of tea, because Anthro and some of the themes of it, love it. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I love the concept of Beastars. I think the execution of the concept is poor. You know? But yes, I really want more Dragon Prince, because it's such a good show. And, like, I follow their social media accounts, and they post, like, memes and stuff every so often, and I'm like, I appreciate that, but please give me show updates. Because it's been so long. No, stay away from Reddit/5050. Do not go on there. Don't. Do not. Your brushes have vanished? Huh. Okay, so you could probably go into your Clip Studio Paint like folders, like the file folders on your computer, if they've randomly just vanished, either you've somehow accidentally deleted them, or you've moved them into a folder which, like, isn't the correct place to put your brushes. So maybe see if you can try to find those that way. Alright, bye Paige. Thank you for coming for as long as you could. Have a good day. Really want to watch Castlevania. Yes! Castlevania is so good. The last season, I felt fell kind of flat a little bit. I didn't think it was as good as the other seasons. I think season 1 and 2 of Castlevania were absolutely excellent and were so good. I love Castlevania. And I still enjoyed the last season, don't get me wrong. I just didn't think it was as good as the previous seasons. Haven't watched some shows in months because mostly on YouTube, rank order, drawing. Yeah. Yeah, for me it's mostly just drawing or like YouTube or Twitch streams. I haven't played games in a hot minute. Whoa. Aw, thanks, Feta. That's really sweet. Thank you. Dude, you already support me on Patreon. You don't have to do more. Thank you. Aw. Thanks, man. Well, okay, have a good night. Thank you for coming to the stream for a little bit. The shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy. There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. Of course I've seen their videos. I was like... I don't know if you're still here, Fenner, or not, but like, I've been literally following you for years at this point. You're one of my biggest art inspirations. So I've literally been following for years, since like, I don't even know when, but it's been a long ass time. And so like, actually getting the chance to like chat with you and do art for you and stuff has been just absolutely revolutionary. I remember the first time, like, you were, like, looking for commission-related stuff on Twitter, and I was like, okay, I'll just happen to put in my commission information here, because I might as well shoot my shot. And then you actually responded to me on Twitter. I felt like I had a heart attack. But, like, in a good way. So, I could just say that was cool. And thank you again for your support. It means so much to me. I can't really express it in words. I'm not that great at that, but... thank you. I am indeed using Streamlabs, yes. I have my Ko-Fi link in the bottom of my page, but if you want it to pop up on my screen, then I do have, like, the Streamlabs link in the description of my video, I believe. So, yeah. 3D animation, yep. Yep. Because I remember, like, there was no one else on YouTube that I saw that did 3D animation for their, like, original characters to the degree that I saw Fenna do it. And, like, just the dedication, like, the cool story writing and stuff. Like, obviously, I've been subscribed to and seen, like, a ton of 2D animators who are absolutely excellent. Like, some of the people I've followed for a long time, like, you know, my friend Hops, and then Blaze of Fire Dragon as well. With, like, their original series and everything. Like, they inspired me a lot, but that was all 2D animation. And it was really... Fenna was the first time I saw someone with, like, a whole original series with 3D animation. I'm like, wow, this is, like, a revolutionary art style. That's really cool. Alright, bye, Ravenstorm. Looks like you're off as well, Phoenix. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day or night or wherever it may be in your time zone. I'm really, really hoping to stream again soon. I'm gonna try to fit it in as much as I can with my internship schedule. So yeah. I definitely want to try to finish this piece on stream. or do like as much as I can of it on stream. But yeah. Got quite a bit of progress done on these rocks. Obviously there's like a lot of detailing which still needs to be done, but we've got a lot of the block colors in. It's always fun to hang out with you guys and just chill. And as like someone said before in the chat, it's nice not to have a ginormous chat, because that way I can actually like self-moderate and stuff without, I suppose, trying to like employ a person, and then also like respond to everything, which is really nice, because I feel like one of the things which a lot of really big streamers feel sad about is like feeling like they lose touch with their communities a little bit. Because, like, obviously they can still interact with them via, like, donations and stuff. But, I don't know, it feels a lot more superficial. And it's like, you know, obviously, like, I don't want to get parasocial or anything like that with you guys, and I don't want you to get parasocial with me. But at the same time, you know, it is nice to have, like, that slightly closer connection, you know? But yeah, a little bit sappy. Streamers getting a little sappy, but, you know. You guys are my OGs. I appreciate you. And thanks for, like, sticking around, like, as well, just in general, throughout all my stuff. Because I know that sometimes, like, I don't necessarily draw everything that people want. Because that's the last thing that I want to do, right? Is get stuck in that YouTube trap of, like, oh, there's this video which is getting super popular. I should just do nothing but this type of thing. And it's not necessarily the thing that I want to do, you know? Because, like, all the fan art stuff that I've been doing, like, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the fan art, but, and those, like, short little videos that are on my channel that are really popular, that have, like, hundreds of thousands of views, I enjoy making them, but I enjoy doing, like, speed paints and, like, these little streams and stuff more, even if they don't get more views. So, you know, it's important not to lose sight of your passions and stuff. I don't know if any of you guys have seen, like, Daniel Howell's, return. Dan is not on fire. My god, what a time. But he was talking about, like, his whole YouTube experience, and, like, the whole thing of, like, trying to balance what you want to do with what you think your audience wants and what you think the algorithm might promote. And, like, that's just exhausting. And I know, like, that's things you have to keep in mind if you want to make YouTube and stuff your actual career. But for me, where it's just kind of like a little side hustle, like, I haven't earned money from YouTube in, like, a hot minute. With the exception of, like, your guys' like, kind donations and stuff. Is, like, you know, I want to keep it something that I am passionate about. Because I want to be genuine with you guys. You know? I don't just want to become, like, yet another marketing person that's, like, trying to sell you stuff. Because you notice, like, before, like, over the past year, like, I've done, like, some brand collaborations and stuff, which has been fine and everything. Like, I've been, like, reviewing tablets and stuff, and that's been chill. But I haven't done any recently, A, because of time, and B, just because, like, I want to do my own thing, you know? I want to make JSMP art again, so I was about, but Twitter scares me, aka made a mistake and got mass quote retweeted. No! God. You know that one meme where it's like, I think it's like, I don't know, Spider-Man getting carried out on a stretcher or something like that, and it's like, what happened to him? And it's like his tweet left his target audience or something. Yeah, that's probably what happened. God, I mean, that's the terrifying thing just about the internet in general, is like, you know, people can take everything you say completely out of context, and sometimes that can be, like, a really dangerous thing. And, like, obviously, I think it's really good to call people out on their BS, especially if they're being, like, you know, racist, xenophobic, or whatever. Like, I think that's obviously really important. But when it comes to, like, just taking, people's, you know, words and stuff and things that they say, you know, on or off stream completely out of context in order to, like, besmirch them, I guess. That's so dangerous, especially, like, you know, even if you have good intentions about doing it, if you're wrong, that person's life can literally be ruined. Because, like, you know, especially if that tweet, like, goes viral or something like that, like, people can try to find people's addresses, like, they'll get sent death threats and everything, and it's like, it's, you know, activism is one thing, that is something else, and that's scary. So, yep. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I don't want to sound like a boomer or something, but ultimately, the more time you can stay off of social media, the better. Like, trust me, your mental health will just be so much better for it. And that's why I try to curate my, like, Twitter, Tumblr, and all that to mostly just art and, like, random memes. Like, I do not interact with, like, politics as much as I possibly can, on, like, any of my social media, because I do not want to get wrapped up in all that. Like, I said, like, one thing or something like that, like, a few years ago, and it was just, like, it wasn't worth it. It's like, it just gets tiring, you know? And ultimately, if you get, like, random hate comments or, like, spam or stuff like that, just block the person and move on. It's so much safer, you know? But yeah, social media is exhausting. Twitter is for one of those, one who's either brave, stupid, or socially suicidal. God. Or some combination of the three. Yep. Pretty much. If you say one wrong thing, you're kinda dead. And that's one of the terrifying things, is like, yo, people in, like, your own community will turn against you, like, super fast. It's like in the LGBT community that, like, I myself am a part of. Is like, if you say something wrong, or, like, you accidentally use, like, the wrong flag or something like that, some people will just get after your throat, and it's like, we're supposed to be helping each other here, not getting after each other's throats. Like, chill. Like, we already have, you know, enough to deal with from, like, literally everything else. The least we can do is stop coming for each other's throats. So, anyway, that's my 2 cents. Back to art. Okay, rocks are coming along. We're getting somewhere, chat. Okay. So I have the hills over there. I have the water here. Do I want to work on the water first? That might make the most sense. I might do that. Water gober. Ever since I discovered, like, this little smudge tool, I've been using it non-stop. Like, you can see it in all of my most recent drawings. It's just everywhere. It's just everywhere. I love the smudge tool. I used to hate it. Like, when I was in high school, and I first discovered the smudge tool, I was like, gross, why would anyone use this? But now I use it all the time for, like, smoke and water and, like, all of that stuff. And it's just so much easier. Here we go. So just getting all this out like that. Beep, 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 beep. Welcome, welcome, Izzy. Got 2 commissions within a week. If only I could have people. Oh! Well, congrats on the commissions. But yeah, I'd recommend figuring out PayPal. You can also use Venmo as well. PayPal is kind of a bitch to artists, so be careful with it, but it is still the primary site that I use for payment processing stuff when it comes to commissions. Yeah, you can do Ko-Fi. Yeah, as I said, Venmo's an option. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome to the chaos. We've been talking about old video games that we used to play. We were talking about like TV shows that we were angry with. Yeah, we've been around the conversation block. Oh, can't use PayPal. Right. Okay. I'm not sure what Venmo's policy is or something, but Ko-Fi might be a good choice, because I've heard that Ko-Fi is like more reliable than PayPal. Again, I personally use PayPal just because it's what I'm used to, but you know, I have heard some not good things about PayPal from like other artists, so be safe and smart with your monies. Color. One person commissioned 17 drawings? Oh my god. Like, do you mean, like in bulk? Or like one after the other? Because I would very much not recommend selling commissions in bulk, because there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to like finish those at a certain amount of time. So, you know, I think it's awesome that you have a client that's that interested. But make sure that you do it like one at a time for now. Unless you're like actually getting like fully employed by you know, like for example like Magic the Gathering or something, like if they ask you to do like a certain amount of cards or something like that. Then I think batches are fine, but you know, that's like that's like an actual like career paying kind of deal. It's like just normal kind of freelance stuff. I would recommend just doing like one after the other instead of bulk. Ooh, new chapter release? I haven't read the fic yet. I've heard it's good, but I haven't read it yet myself. DeviantArt points, oh my god, I remember when I used to commission for, or like use DeviantArt points for commission payment. I stopped doing that pretty soon after I started opening my commissions, actually. Just because like it was like really hard to transfer, and like, you know, because obviously like you couldn't really use them outside of DeviantArt, so like if you're planning on just staying on DeviantArt, that's fine. But obviously you can reach a much wider audience if you go outside of it. We're looking at backgrounds, thank you! Any tips for them? I'm literally just trying my best with backgrounds at the moment, because I'm not great at perspective. That's something that I need to work on a lot, and that's why I'm, you know, trying to do more intense backgrounds like this. One of my biggest recommendations when drawing backgrounds is use references. Use references, because like it's not a bad thing to use references. You learn a lot when you use references. Like as long as you don't like copy directly, unless you're doing a study and like label it as a study, then like yeah, just use references to your heart's content. Like that's how you learn. Start listening to it from Password Podcast. Ooh, wow. I might try that. Wilbur's van story thing he read on stream. I really liked it. I thought it was good. I want him to do more, like, audiobook style stuff. Like, even if it's not related to the DSMP universe at all. Like, even if it's just random short stories or whatever. Like, I want him to just do more writing stuff that he reads. Passerin, oh my god. I've read Passerin. I read it last July? Was it really that long ago? I think it, jeez. Yeah, I think I read it like last July. It's really, really good. I think Omori's a game. I haven't played it. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I haven't played it myself. Yeah, I haven't really read many fics. I'm not really you know, an avid fic reader, because generally the kinds of ones that I read are more like full-on books. Like, well, I guess Passerin's like more of like a short novel. But yes, like Passerin, Hellenites, Event Horizon, all that stuff. Like, just generally the longer ones where like you could pretty much replace the names of the main characters and it would be like a completely, you know, like you just wouldn't know that it would have a connection to the DSMP like at all, you know. Like I love those. Those are my jam. But yeah, I saw Sadist's animation. I watched it after I read Passerin. Like, she released it, and I was like, okay, I really need to read this thing now. So I had it in my, like, watch later playlist for a long time. And then I only watched it after I finished reading it, because I didn't want spoilers. So. Doterra, yes! It's so good. Helen is apparently making a book of Ad Astra. Yeah, like a physical book, and I am buying it. Even though I might not necessarily read it again in physical format, I want it so I can put it on my shelf. You write your own stuff and are planning on making audiobooks. That's awesome. I've always one of my bucket list items is to read an audiobook. Not necessarily of something that I've written, but I've always wanted to read, like, do an audiobook reading. You know? It's like one of the stream ideas I had like a while ago, which I still want to do at some point, is to just like read a bunch of short stories on stream. Like Lovecraft or something like that, you know? I feel like that would be really fun. I feel like that's gonna be a thing where it's like, it's not gonna be popular, like a lot of people probably aren't gonna show up to that, but it's something that I want to do nonetheless, you know? Shrike, I've heard of that. Of my own face, I wear that. There will be angst. It'll be horribly written, but there will be angst. Good. Good. My own face. I wear that. I'd wear that. I'd wear it to a hoedown and I'd dance with all the bells. And none of them would know that I was secretly myself. I'd rob my own apartment and I wouldn't give a damn. I'd blame it on the person that nobody knows I am. I look into my eye holes, what do I see? Look into my eye holes, what do you see? Look into my eye holes, what do I see? A handsome mother. Looking back at me, a mask of my own face. I'd wear that. No, Jasp, no! R.I.P. opening that pack of crackers upside down. Don't die, and good luck with vacuuming that, I guess. You've been writing a book for a few years? 20 wow. Props to you! Dang, that's incredible. Like, I've tried writing, like, some, like, short story stuff before, and I've never- the longest thing I've ever written was, like, 5 chapters. And it wasn't good. It was not good. What canvas size do I normally use? So, it changes depending on what I'm doing. Most of the time, I try to use something that's the ratio of, like, the 1920 by 1080 pixels, but generally with, like, more resolution. So generally I try to do that. This canvas is 6,300 by 3,500. Is this 1920? Okay, it's pretty much like a 1920 by 1080, like, ratio. So like the standard kind of like YouTube thumbnail size. But I like to have big canvases because I like to do like much smaller details and stuff. So, yeah. I don't really have like one standard canvas size that I use. I just kind of go ham. So yeah, I just do random things. Like, I only use a specific canvas size if a commissioner like tells me that they want to like print it or something. Because that way, like, it needs to be a certain format, which makes it easier for printers, so that way they don't have to buy, like, a custom frame or something like that. "28 chapters, oh my god, that's so much. Props to you. Dang. But yes, I like using really big canvases because, I don't know, I like how the brushes feel that way. Sometimes my computer can get a bit laggy with them, in which case then I'll like lower the resolution a little bit. But I like to have high resolution where I can. I'm going to try to write something short and accidentally end up writing 30,000 words. Wow, I personally can't relate, but dang. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Izzy. That sucks. Yeah, I hate when you, like, pour, like, a ton of effort into something, and then you then have, like, some kind of relationship or something like that that goes sour. And then, like, all of the hard work and stuff that you put into something kind of then, like, goes bad because of that. That's the worst. This liner is really bad. I really should not have merged these layers. I did not think ahead, but you know, that's fine. Dealing with the consequences of my actions. Woo! Love doing that. Gonna have to go in and put more colors in here because this is whack. Okay. Should add a reflection of the cliff. I will do. I'm gonna finish painting the rocks first, and then what I'm going to do is copy it, paste it, and then flip it upside down in the water and add that as a reflection. But that's gonna be like a last minute kind of detail thing that I do. I'm not gonna paint that first. Bro, I hate how people can change so fast. Can do my ex-best friend since kindergarten this year. Found new but toxic friends completely changed. Yeah, it absolutely, positively sucks. But, like, it happens. It's not necessarily something you can control, but, you know, it's sad to see, and with you know, people that used to be friends like that, you gotta dump them. If they just refuse to change, and they've, you know, stopped, like, you know, putting in as much effort into you and stuff like that, like, that's, you know, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve to just be, you know, like, treated in that way, so you just gotta leave. You ever just question why you try to draw backgrounds with no concept of color theory? Yeah, I have no concept of color theory. I really don't. I don't. I just put random colors in there and hope it looks okay. I have no training in color theory at all. I don't know what I'm doing, genuinely. I'm just putting random shit in here and I'm just like, well, hopefully this doesn't suck. Little Fresh Starts is dump trade. The day before school started. Dang! Dang! That's savage. Honestly, though, good for you. That's probably, like, genuinely a good time to do that. Color theory, go burr. Do I know what I'm doing? The answer is no. People are just like, oh, I really like your painting style, you're good at backgrounds, and I'm like, I'm really not, I'm just trying my best. Watched one video on color theory, didn't process it, nor do I know how to do backgrounds, but I still draw them sometimes for fun. That's the spirit. That's literally how I've, like, just done art. You know, that's just how I've done my paintings for the longest time. You know, I just attempt, and then just try to learn from that. Like, you know, one of the small things I've tried to pick up is, like, you know, if your lighting is warm, then your shadows are going to be cool. If your shadows are warm, then your lighting's going to be cool. So, trying to incorporate that in some way. To block in, again, a bunch of, like, random colors and then just seeing where we end up with this. Color theory makes absolutely zero sense. Yeah. Yeah. I am trying my best. I have not been to art school, so people who have are probably screaming and crying at some of my bad techniques, but, you know, I get the job done. Somehow, some way. You'd find me dead before you see me draw a good tree. Mood! Oh my god, that's literally why... Because, like, I told you guys before, I started drawing this, like, over a year ago. The reason why I drew this is because I needed to practice drawing backgrounds in trees. So that's precisely why I drew a big-ass tree and a kind of complicated background. It's because I needed the practice, so... Here we are. You can tell how much I've been putting it off, because as I said, I started this like a year ago, and then just left it. And I'm like, you know, it's time to finally finish this. And I know that I did record the starting process, but I may have lost those files. But I am hoping to record the rest of this and post it as a speed paint when I'm done, so hopefully there'll be something to show for it. art description. I did a thing and now it looks like this. Literally. Actually, though. I'm getting better at trees. First it was just the 2 lines of scribbles and now it started making leaves. Nice! Nice. See? Progress. See, like, that's one of the things that, like, honestly, I despise in like, some comment sections where, like, people will say something where they mean it as a compliment, and I know that they have good intentions, but when they say stuff like, you know, oh, your art is so good, I could literally never ever do anything like this, my art is shit, and it's like, A, that's not a compliment. B, you're never going to improve if you have that kind of mindset. And like, literally, if you look at my old stuff, I keep it all up on DeviantArt. I have not deleted, I've barely deleted anything. You can find my ancient stuff from 2015 that looks like absolute shite. It's there. I was really bad at art. And I've grown a lot because I've practiced, I've kept at it, I've watched tutorials, I've watched different people's streams, I've chatted with artists, like, I've done all of this work. I am not naturally talented. There is, like, no such thing as, like, naturally talented. I mean, well, it's very, very rare that people can be, like, quote-unquote naturally talented at something. Like, some people might have, like, more of a natural affinity for something. Like, they might be able to pick things up more easily than other people. Like, some people might just have a better understanding of color theory and stuff than others, but everyone can learn how to do it with the right amount of practice and dedication, and, like, using references and stuff. Everyone can learn how to do it. And it's like, you know, I did. I taught myself. I used to be shit, and now I'm, like, somewhat decent. So, you know, like, again, I appreciate, like, the effort and the compliments, and I know that people, like, had good intentions when leaving those kinds of comments on art and videos and all that. I know they had good intentions. I don't blame them for it. But they need to know that it's, like, it's not just, you know, being naturally gifted or anything like that. It takes time and effort and dedication. And they can do it, too. It's possible. They are the one thing that's barring themselves from doing it. Like, don't listen to anyone else saying, like, oh, you can't do that, you can't make a career out of this, you can't, like, you know, oh, you'll never be an artist, you don't have an eye for this. Don't listen to them. Just do it. If you enjoy doing it, do it. That's it. I can only draw stick figure. Yes, exactly! Literally! You ever draw this in your style that I haven't posted on Instagram yet, if you're interested? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I don't really have much time to do, like, other random art stuff because I have a really, really backed up commission list and I feel really bad for my clients. But I wanted to work on some stream assets today for you guys, but I don't really have a lot of time for, like, other things. But feel free to still send it my way nonetheless and I'll take a look. Also, I have so much trouble when it comes to complimenting other people's art daily. Gosh. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, like, honestly, leaving any kind of comment on artists' work, even if it's just, like, a positive key smash, it genuinely means so much to us. Because, like, we love and appreciate all of the silent watchers. Like, I see you out there. I see the people that are watching this stream right now that are currently not active in the chat, and I love you. You guys are fantastic. I love you. But please don't feel scared to, like, you know, even just post a key smash or something like that on artists' work. Let them know you like it. Because it's like, even though we do, of course, really, really appreciate all of the silent supporters, sometimes we just don't know that, like, the stuff that, you know, we're creating for you, that you do enjoy it. And literally any sign that you do means so much. Like, sometimes I go back and reread comments that people have left on my art and videos from, like, months, sometimes even, like, years ago, and I'm like, holy crap. I created something that a person liked well enough to be able to take a certain amount of time out of their day to post a comment on this. And, like, in some way, shape, or form, I created something that left an impact on someone. Like, that is such, like, an indescribable feeling. It's insane in such a good way, and it's just, I don't know, it's cool. And I love you guys, so thank you for being here, is basically what I want to say. Again, there's me being sappy, but, you know, it's fine. I see people on Instagram that go, thank you for people who comment on my art, and I comment and stuff, but words are hard. Yeah, I feel that. Because, like, I myself, like, I understand. I am a silent watcher on, and a silent supporter on a lot of people's, art and stuff. Like, my mutuals on Twitter and Tumblr and, like, stuff like that. You know, I try to make a constant effort to leave something on people's posts. Again, even if it is just like a, you know, a little key smash or something. You know? But I do understand words can be hard. Oh, my bones! They be snapping. Really hard time interacting, your social battery is horrible. Yeah, no, I feel that. It can be really, really draining interacting with people, even if it's just online. So, I get that. Again, if you really don't want to comment and, like, you know, or you can't, or you just can't find the words, that's okay. You don't have to. I'm just saying that, like, you know, if you guys do on an artist's work, they do see it, and they do appreciate it. So. Oh, yeah, what time is it? It is 1:21. I may have to sign off soon. Yeah, I'll let you guys know. Not right now. We still have a little bit longer, but I have to run to something. Probably at around 2 is when I'll stop. Just as a heads up. Or 2 PST, that's my time zone. No idea where it is for some of you guys, but crumpshy bones, yep. If you guys are new to Molish streams, one thing you must know is my bones are crunchy. Maybe extra crispy sometimes. Especially if I haven't moved in a while, you know? Aw, thank you, that's sweet. My Instagram, God, I have not posted on Instagram in months. My art Instagram is, I think, like, Molish Scribbles, like Molish_Scribbles, something like that. But I am not active on there at all. I'm far more active on Twitter. I have all of those. I have the links to all of my social media on my link tree. That's in the description of this, as well as, like, on my YouTube page. So, I'm really, really active on Twitter. I post cosplay videos on TikTok. I do have a Discord server, but I ghost quite a lot. I'm very much not active on Discord servers. And my, like, IRL friends will know that, like, I'm bad at responding just to normal Discord messages, just in general, let alone servers. So, but yeah, the best way to reach me, if you want to DM me about something or contact me, is probably Twitter. DeviantArt also works, but I check Twitter the most, so. Same time zone, most streamers live in a completely different time zone, I can't cast streams. Yeah. I feel bad, though, for the people that, like, live on the other side of the planet from where I am, because that means that, obviously, it's very hard for them to catch the streams, but, you know, I do what I can. And, like, that's why, for example, I don't really want to stream on Twitch, is because, like, I want to keep the VODs up for the people that do, like, still want to see them. Even if it's only a few people, you know? Because I remember, like, when I was first learning how to do digital art, I learned a lot from just watching people's streams. Like, I would be a silent watcher, like some of you guys. And I would go back and rewatch VODs of some of my favorite artists, like, all the time. All the time. My Twitter name, so again, I have them linked on my link tree, that's in the description. My MCYT fanart Twitter account is Corvid Chimera, and my main Twitter, where I post, like, dragons and commission work, is, I believe, just Molish_. So, yeah. They're somewhere there. But yeah, I haven't posted on Instagram in a hot minute, and if you DM me on there, I probably won't see it, and I am sorry. But yeah, if you need to reach me, Discord and, Twitter are definitely the best, so. 2-hour time difference, ayy, nice. putting some random blue in here because why not? We're gonna have some pretty colorful cliffs, I guess. Oh, thanks, Bells. That's sweet of you. I'm glad you like my art. I try. Yes, I am just PST time, because I am in California. Yeah, obviously, like, make sure, you know, to be careful, you know, posting where you live online. Don't do that, especially your address. Do not do that. That's dangerous. Keep in mind, online safety. I'm only saying California because it's a big-ass state, so... Mountain time. Ayy. Ayy. But yeah, just be careful, like, you know, what you post online, obviously, because you just, you know, you want to make sure that you don't accidentally dox yourself. God, I love the Homestuck soundtracks. They're so good. And for what? They're so good. Also, the Strife album is just the bomb. Okay, these base colors are coming in. I still have, like, a lot of detail work to do and all that, but just kind of getting this base stuff done. I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, I've been, like, super busy with, like, internship stuff, but I'm surviving. Bro, your AirPods just disconnected and blasted your stream music in my room. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. Bruh. Hello, random person's parents. Oof. R.I.P. Oh, this is a banger. I love the song. I tell you what dox is. So, if you get doxed, that means that, like, your address is just kind of out there on the internet, which is dangerous. So, yeah. If you get doxed, which means that, like, someone leaks your address, then that is not a good thing. At least that's my understanding of the term. I could be wrong. You could probably also look it up. But that's my general understanding of the term. Hey, Hops! How you doing, man? Long time no see. It has been a minute. I lied on stream. I said we were drawing dragons, and instead we're drawing backgrounds. Ha! But you know, it's fine. We'll get to the dragons eventually, I promise. Probably not today, though. Today's background work, but eventually. Because it has been a minute. Oh yeah, just personal information in general is doxing. So basically it's just bad, you know? So don't dox people. Even if they're bad people, they don't deserve to be doxed. No one deserves to be doxed. It's very dangerous. try it anyway, which is bad. That's why Twitter is scary. Yeah, I've been pretty quiet recently, because I've, again, been super busy with internship stuff. And again, like, I'm mostly active on, like, my fan art Twitter account. I have been posting, like, random art stuff on there. But yeah, I've been pretty much silent on my main account. Sorry about that, mate. But yeah, I'm hoping to do more art streams and stuff soon. These cliffs are starting to look like Skittles. No, I've not been doxxed. I'm just trying to warn my chat against doxing themselves. Because people were starting to say, like, you know, their states and stuff like that because of time zones, so. Yeah, no, I am safe. I hope, at least. Do I do collabs? Sometimes, very rarely now, mostly just because of time. If I ever do, like, art trades or collabs or something in the future, I put, like, a notice out on my social media. Really, like, the only collaboration that I'm doing at the moment is, like, the multi-animator project that I'm still hosting, the Dream SMP one. Which reminds me I still have to work on the map part for that. Haha. But yeah, I'm not really doing collabs at the moment, really, sorry. Just a little bit too busy for that. Because I have a lot of other things on my plate that I really need to get to. For to keep to yourself, for example, how much personal stuff do you know about me that isn't hops? I mean, like, barely anything, which is probably the safest thing, you know? And, like, you know, the few things that I do know, obviously I'm not gonna share out loud. Cause safety on public spaces, haha. Wait, join the map? The multi-animator part? There's currently all of the parts are already filled, because the map call was held, like, months ago. You know, if any parts do get dropped or something, I might reopen the map call, you'll see. But yeah, all of the parts are filled currently. There we go. Oh yeah, it took me like a million years to like gain any followers on DeviantArt. And mostly that was through like posting Spyro fan art. The best chocolate milk? Hell yeah! Chalky milk is the best kind of beverage. Yeah, I can't animate. I can't animate for shit. That's why the, my map part is basically just a PMV style, which is just what I've been doing, which is just very minimal tweening, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I can't fully animate. I've tried many a time. I do not have the patience for it. I have so much respect for, like, full-on animators, whether they're 2D, 3D, or somewhere in between. But yeah, frame-by-frame animators are, like, insane in a good way. So much respect. Try your face on. Chalky milk is so good. Treat yourself. Oh, this song's a little bit intense, so I'm gonna sip. There we go. Chalky milk. Caught sure I'm gonna hopefully catch you around. Hey! Alright, well, good luck with your call, Hops. Chat with you later. Have a good day/night. Ah, Reaganomics. Good song.
Government is the solution to our problem.
Are you unhappy, girl, in this confusing world?
Everything you earn is getting
Left to burn.
If it were up to me,
Then living will be free.
and I can give you that.
I can give you that. Don't mind me cat jamming to myself, even though I don't have a webcam on. Speaking of, was it Ronald, wait. Is it Ronald Reagan that's like the random guy from the Gen Lost teaser? Was it Ronald Reagan? Can't remember. God, now I'm just thinking about Generation Loss. I'm really excited. Okay, these rocks are definitely not nearing completion. I have so much more to do, but at least I have a lot more block colors done than I had previously. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Slowly, to be sure. But, surely. And I can give you that. Alright, bye. Have a good day. Yeah, the map isn't complete yet, but yeah, if there are any open parts, I will reopen it on YouTube with a public announcement. So, ooh, you have a song planned for Gen Lost? That's awesome. Good luck with that. That's really cool. Again, so much respect for people that create like fan songs, like entire whole ass songs for things. Like, damn, y'all are talented. Like, the amount of time that you guys must have spent to, like, learn those skills and everything, like, mad props to you. Oh, this song makes me sad, but it's so good. Okay, we're slowly getting somewhere. Want to hear the chorus? Sure. Want to, like, post it somewhere and then tag me? Okay. We are definitely further along than we were this morning. Okay. Gonna put in some more shadows here, just kind of overall. main beat and rhythm of the song. Ooh, nice. Do not have any knowledge of instruments. Hey, that's what GarageBand's for, right? That's cool that you play piano. I used to be able to play piano. Like, I took lessons for a long time, but I haven't played properly in years. I can read sheet music, which helps a lot in choir, obviously, but, yeah, I haven't played properly in a long time. Get the song version out and then I'll post the vocals on the channel if anyone sends. Ooh, nice. Yeah, good luck with trying to get in contact with CG5. There we go. Dream, wine, or whiskey? And, like, the character dream? Or, like, do I prefer wine or whiskey? I prefer whiskey. Personally. You've been in the chats. You're one of the OGs. Oh, is Dream a wine guy or a whiskey person? I have no idea. Canada Dream. Is Canada Dream a wine or whiskey? I'd probably say whiskey. That would probably make the most sense in my mind. Whiskey just fits more. He just really doesn't seem like a wine guy. I feel like I'd seem like I'm a wine person, but I like whiskey more. Quack. No, Quackity's definitely a whiskey guy. I'd say that. Eret is definitely wine. Welcome back, Hops. If I did drink, what would I go for? Generally liqueurs. Sweet liqueurs. Like Bailey's or Amaretto. Definitely sweet liqueurs for me. have a big old sweet tooth. Phil's a wine or whiskey. I feel like... Honestly, I feel like Phil would have, like, a honey whiskey. Personally. You know? Like, he wouldn't be, like, an intense whiskey drinker. I think he would just, you know, on the rocks, over the course of, like, multiple hours. I don't know. Like, he's classy, but, like... I don't know, it just feels like a whiskey guy. The Tiled Roof? I've never heard of that in my life. Never heard of that. Is it a cocktail? Hello, hello! Welcome, Spencer. Yes, we're talking about alcohol at the moment, so that's a thing. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We've talked about random TV shows that we love, ones that we are sad that ended in bad ways, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I probably missed a joke there. But yeah, so currently working on a background at the moment, getting in some block colors before adding some details. But yes, people are discussing if characters' drinking preferences in my chat at the moment. Cosmopolitan, nice. Yeah, again, I'm personally a sweet liqueur person. A good, like a good little Baileys. That's my go-to. God, if you guys can drink, I would highly suggest putting some Baileys in hot chocolate because that shit slaps. But yes, we should probably turn the conversation away from drinking because again, I know that most of my audience is not eligible to drink, so. Techno would drink pure vodka. No, here's the thing. Techno would drink, like, the fruitiest, like, stereotypically, like, pink drink. I feel like he would. He would just do that. I don't know. Apple versus orange juice. Definitely apple juice for me. I'm an apple juice gal. I don't really like citrus. Like, it's refreshing, but I don't like citrus. Apple juice. Apple juice is where it's at. My favorite kind of juice, though, like, fruit-wise, is definitely pear juice. Pear juice goes hard.
Round one.
Yeah, pear juice is definitely best. The boy would order a pink drink at Starbucks, yeah. Hand over the head cannons. God, I have so many. So many. Alright, bye bells. See ya. White rice or fried rice? That depends, though. Like, am I eating it with something or just by itself? Because if it's just by itself, then obviously fried rice. But if I'm having it with something, it would depend on, like, what that thing is. Because I love, like, the sticky sushi rice. That's so good. But also, like, fried rice is just really wholesome. Especially if it's like good fried rice. Yes. Ugh, cliffs go hard. This is like me just attempting to draw backgrounds because like I need to force myself to practice more, but you know. You never really drink at Starbucks, Costco, etc. Quite happy having water. That's good. That's very good. This water's healthy. Speaking of water, here is another body of water that I need to add a little bit more stuff into for the block colors. Vanilla or chocolate? Vanilla. Easily. Like, chocolate itself, like just having a bar of chocolate is amazing, and I love that. But in terms of flavoring, vanilla every time. Stylized backgrounds, my beloved. Yep. Yep, I feel. Yeah, definitely vanilla for me in terms of like the base flavors. Especially if we're talking about ice cream. Vanilla ice cream slaps! Okay, I'm gonna be worrying about this area of the background later. We're just doing sections as we go. Do I like chocolate-flavored chocolate? What does that mean, Hops? Do you just mean chocolate? Bruh. Okay, just a heads up, guys. I probably need to leave in the next couple minutes or so, because I need to go and prep for something. So I'm just gonna put down a couple of more details, and then I'm gonna be signing off for the day. So we're gonna be wrapping up here for now. I'm gonna try to stream again, sometime again this week. Hopefully if my, internship schedule allows for it. But, yeah, it was lovely to, like, actually say hi again, because it's been so long since I've had the opportunity to stream. Or the energy to stream, I guess. But yeah. Strawberry or chocolate or vanilla? Ooh, always vanilla. I would always choose vanilla out of those three. But if you put salted caramel in that list, that we'd be having a different conversation. Salted caramel, ugh, that is good shit. I have indeed been here for 3 hours. Wait, how long has it been? Has it been pretty much exactly 3 hours, actually? Wow. Sweet. It's been 84 years! Yeah. I promise I'll be back relatively soon. I can't promise you or say exactly when, but I will put an announcement on my community tab on YouTube to hopefully give you guys a little bit of warning. But yeah. So this is what we got done today. We got a little bit of detail work on the rocks done, tiny bit of stuff on the ocean. So this piece still has a lot of work to go before it's finished, but we've made progress, and that's what matters. So, thanks y'all. Alright. I'm probably gonna sign off now. Have a great day. For me, it's PST time, it's like the afternoon, so I'm gonna go up and do some stuff. But yeah, if it's nighttime, have a good sleep. Don't die. Go and get some rest. If you've been here for, like, the whole time, which I know that some of you guys have, y'all are crazy, but I love you. Go hydrate. I'm gonna go hydrate myself. So, yeah. Alright. Bye, y'all. See ya. Thanks for coming. Bye. Bye.